Turkey's transcontinental culture clash, its east-west spice mix of influences, flavors, civilizations, religions, and history are what make this country so alluring at the point where Europe and Asia converge. From its bazaars and mosques to its cuisine and culture, this is a region rich in sensory experiences. It is also unique and romantic, from its Ottoman palaces to fairy-tale Cappadocia. Its scenic areas are equally varied. Although they were once the playgrounds of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, Caesar, and Alexander the Great, the interior offers surreal vistas and historical wonders to be explored, but they receive very few visitors in comparison to locations like those in Italy and Greece. In the summer, gullets travel through Turkey's breathtaking turquoise coast on their blue voyages from the Aegean to the eastern shores of the Mediterranean, stopping for extended lunches in fishing communities where life hasn't altered much in thousands of years. We've compiled a list of Turkey's most picturesque tourist destinations to aid in your search for these locations. If you want to be amazed at how beautiful these destinations are, stick around for number 3 because it will blow your mind. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel The Rider. So let's start. Number 10. Hagia Sophia Mosque. The Hagia Sophia Mosque, regarded as one of the most stunning structures in the world, is not only one of the top things to do in Istanbul but also in Turkey. It was constructed in 537 CE by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian, and it has continued to hold the title of largest church in the world for 1,000 years. The delicate minarets that were built after the Ottoman conquest frame the towering mass of its exterior, and the lavish and vast frescoed interior is a great reminder of the majesty and power of old Constantinople. Every visitor to the nation must see this famous landmark. Number 9. Cappadocia. Every photographer's fantasy is captured in Cappadocia's bizarre, curving rock valleys. Rippling panoramas of wave-like rock formations or bizarrely shaped pinnacles that have been fashioned by millennia of wind and water activity can be found on cliff ridges and hill crests. In addition, this is one of the finest locations in the world to go on a hot air balloon ride if you don't feel like hiking for the sights. The frescoed rock-cut churches and cave-cut buildings from the Byzantine era, when this region was inhabited by monastic Christian groups, are nestled in this distinctive lunar-like terrain. Some of the best surviving religious works from the middle of the Byzantine era may be found, in particular, in the several cave churches of Göreme Open Air Museum in Alara Valley. The settlements of Cappadocia, which are used as bases for exploring the surrounding area and are partially carved into the hillsides, are also fascinating in and of themselves. Number 8. Pamukkale. The pristine white travertine terraces of Pamukkale, often known as Cotton Castle in English, tumble down the slope and seem out of place in the surrounding greenery. They are one of Turkey's most well-known natural beauties. The enormous and sprawling ruins of Greco-Roman Hierapolis, an ancient spa town, are spread across the crest of this calcite hill. However, the travertines themselves are a highlight of a journey to Turkey. After viewing the ruins of the city's agora, gymnasium, necropolis, and massive gates, as well as the ancient theater with its views of the surrounding countryside, you may take a dip in the historic pool's mineral-rich waters, which helped make this spa town famous in antiquity. Number 7. Mount Nemrut. The shattered ruins of once vigilant gigantic statues are scattered over Mount Nemrut's summit funerary mound, the most well-known tourist destination in eastern Turkey. One of the strangest archaeological sites in Turkey has to be this strange and desolate location. The summit's enormous stone statues of long-forgotten gods cast an ominous aura over the desolate hilltop. Antiochus I, king of the Commagene kingdom, which was located in this area in between the Roman and Parthian empires, is credited with erecting the top. Antiochus I erected a 50-meter-high artificial peak on Mount Nemrut's summit and then embellished it with statues of himself and numerous gods in order to devote this massive funeral mound to himself as a showcase of his importance. The statues emerge from the darkness at sunrise, which is the most popular time to visit. Number 6. Antalya. Everyone may find something to enjoy in this thriving Mediterranean hub. The two main beaches outside of town are a sun paradise loungers in the summer and draw tourists from all over Europe. While the Old Town area, tucked away in the heart of the city, is a beautiful sight to explore with its cobblestone streets bordered by rickety palaces from the Ottoman era. For tourists who prefer to utilize Antalya as a base, there are a ton of attractions outside of town in addition to the impressive collection of Hellenistic and Roman marble statues housed in one of the nation's best museums, the Antalya Museum. Particularly, Antalya is a convenient starting point for day journeys to some of Turkey's most famous Greco-Roman antiquities, notably the numerous remains at site in the nearby towns of Aspendos and Perj. Number 5. Topkapi Palace. Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, which is unimaginably lavish, immerses you in the magical, sumptuous world of the sultans. The Ottoman sultans carved out an empire from here in the 15th and 16th centuries, one that would reach up through Europe, over the Middle East, and into Africa. The interiors offer an astonishing glimpse into the Ottoman power structure with their magnificent jeweled ornamentation and decadently extravagant tiling. Don't miss the Imperial Council building, where the Grand Vizier conducted business for the empire, the Imperial Treasury's exhibition of weaponry, its top-notch collection of miniature paintings, and the opulent harem apartments, which were created by renowned Ottoman architect Sinan. The neighboring public gardens, which were formerly the unique preserve of the royal court, are now accessible to anyone and offer a peaceful, natural retreat from the busy city streets. Number 4. The Blue Mosque. One of Turkey's most popular tourist attractions is this well-known mosque formerly known as the Sultanahmet Mosque, which is located in Istanbul and faces the Hagia Sophia Mosque across Sultanahmet Park. The mosque, which was built by Sultan Ahmed I, was created by Sedefkar Mehmet Ağa, a pupil of Sinan, the most illustrious architect of the Ottoman dynasty, to resemble the Hagia Sophia. Everything about the Blue Mosque is on a grand scale, including its 6 thin minarets and its expansive courtyard complex, but it is best known for its prayer hall interior, which is covered in tens of thousands of blue Iznik tiles and gave the mosque its name and is illuminated by shards of light from 260 windows. Outside of prayer times, non-worshipping visitors are welcome to come. Everybody must cover their shoulders and knees, and women must don a headscarf. Number 3. Troy. This location is one of Turkey's most well-known ancient ruins and is sometimes mistaken for Troy from Homer's Iliad. The sprawling, multi-layered ruins here reveal a long history of occupation, abandonment, and reoccupation that dates all the way back to the early Bronze Age, whether or not it is the Troy of the Trojan war tales. Along with subsequent Roman-era sanctuary and Odeon structures, the ruins also comprise well-preserved city walls and defenses, the remains of a palace, megarons, and homes. The new Troy Museum, one of Turkey's top museums, is conveniently located close to the Troy archaeological site. The extensive and carefully curated collection within tells the story of Troy, from its earliest occupation up until the modern era, including the mythology surrounding the site, the contentious and destructive excavations of early archaeological work here. Number 2. Safranbolu. Turkey's most intact Ottoman town is an incredibly picturesque area with narrow, winding lanes lined with beautifully renovated wooden palaces that were formerly the homes of wealthy merchants but are now boutique hotels and eateries. There isn't much to do in the town itself. Instead, this is a spot to merely wander the streets and take in the ambiance of the past. It is renowned for its traditional crafts and sweets, and there are many adorable stores where you may buy a one-of-a-kind souvenir. This is a great site to rest for the night if you're traveling inland from Istanbul and want to take in the historical ambiance. Number 1. The Bosphorus. The Bosphorus Strait, one of the world's major waterways, connects the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara and divides Europe from Asia and hence, out to the Mediterranean. One of the top tourist attractions of a trip to Istanbul is a cruise down the Bosphorus, whether on a private boat, a tourist ferry, or a combination of the three. The most tranquil sightseeing opportunity in Istanbul is right here. On board, the focus is on taking in the landscape from the water, including the Mehmet the Conqueror built Rumeli Fortress and the Anadolu Fortress's Byzantine-era ramparts. The shorefront is dotted with Ottoman palaces, villas, and wooden mansions. What do you think of our video? Which place do you like most? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.